Greetings, everybody. So, I'm recording from two different platforms. So, you might, yeah. um, I'm just wanting to share like a quick dream that I had because I feel like it could be a message for someone. If I don't have a dream where I see myself in it or people that I know in the dream, then I know that it's not for me. And if I remember it, I know it's something I'm supposed to share. So I'm going to share it on two different platforms. So greetings to everybody. Um, I'm kind of, I'm not going to say too fast that I'm taking a break from doing uploads and stuff. I'll come on as I'm led to, but I'm like, I need to rest because I've been just on go for the last few days and I haven't really had a chance to have rest. So, and on top of that, I'm catching up with readings and stuff. So, um, yeah. So anyway, I had a dream either it was last night or this morning. I'm assuming maybe like early this morning. Um, I had a dream about a woman, and the woman, I got the impression, was kind of like a dream where I was watching her, but I was kind of also like, it looked pretty much, it looked like a movie. This is the best way I can describe it. It looked like a movie, and it was showing like flashes of her emotions. Like, you know how you watch a movie and you see a character, and the character is like, um, experiencing like different emotions and moods. It's like it twitches and it flashes really quick. It was like that. It was weird, but I got the impression that she was visiting her friend because it felt like she was out of town, and I'll get into that in a second. So, her and her friend were in the friend's kitchen. They were talking, and the friend was like kind of coming down on her about a job or something like that because the friend was like, "What's going on with your job? Have you found anything?" or something like that. And the girl was like, "Yeah, I have another interview, or I got another interview." And she was talking like it was kind of like a mom and child dynamic between the two friends, and the friend that was being asked about the job, she kind of clammed up like, "Yeah, I have two jobs." Like she got real docile all of a sudden. And then she had a flashback, and the vision became very distorted, almost like you're watching a movie and someone has a flashback. So it was like a distortion, and then her skin was like it became discolored. It was like a clear distinction between like a darker skin and a lighter skin. It was like the skin condition, but it was like it was a deep contrast real quick, and it wasn't there before. So spirit was trying to give me the distinction because it doesn't necessarily, it could resonate for someone that may have that, but I'm not getting that. I feel like because dreams are symbolic. So what I was picking up, it was saying distinctively that this person was biracial, so that might be significant to someone. And the mother was white. At first, the mother's face was very distorted, and it was kind of like evil because she was yelling at the girl in the dream. And then it showed her face, and the mother was yelling at her in the kitchen, right? So it could have been about anything. It could have been about chores. It could have been anything. And the friend triggered that traumatic experience with her mother, or maybe multiple experiences like that with her mother, but it triggered her nonetheless. And the friend, it went back to them talking in the kitchen, and the girl that was being asked about the job, she was showing her phone to her friend, like, "I'm sick of Austin. I'm tired of Austin." And she was scrolling through her phone, and it was showing all these phone calls from Austin, Texas. And I'll get into what I feel, the breakdown of the dream. And so the dream switched to her, like, flashes of her. She looked sad. She looked like she was in despair. She looked very depressed. And then it switched to her watching TV on the couch. She was like eating and watching TV, like she was relaxing, like she was laughing and stuff. But it zoomed in on her eyes, and her eyes looked very sad, almost like watery, like she wanted to cry. So she was really depressed. Fast forward, the next part of the dream, it shows an airport, and I'm watching again, almost like I'm watching TMZ or something, but in the 90s. It's weird. Like, not like I'm watching, it's almost like I was there. And it was paparazzi taking pictures of, it was Cindy Crawford getting off the plane, and she was dressed like she was going to like an outing, you know, where paparazzi be. Not someone that just got off a plane. So she was dressed up and she knew she was being filmed and she was walking with Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman also was dressed in like fashion looks and stuff like that. Then the next person to get off and walk through the airport was Tyra Banks, and she was like strutting down the runway. And I'm like, okay, this is all weird. Like, this is some weird stuff. So, long story short, I feel that whoever this is for, and the girl, let me describe the girl. So, beyond the discoloration or whatever, in her skin, that part, like, just before that flashback, she was very thin. Like she was thin, she was kind of short, like not an average height for a woman. She might have been under, or at least maybe 5 feet, maybe five at the most, maybe 5'3". She looked small and petite, and she had short curly hair, like coily hair, maybe like 3C. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, if not, it's just like a corkscrew color, but maybe I mean color corkscrew curl, but it was a little wider and curl wasn't that tight, but it yeah, like not Shirley Temples. I'm trying my best to describe the hair texture, but anyway, and that could be for someone specific, but this message can still resonate for some of you. So I'm getting like someone maybe looking for a job but really not having any luck, but that's not really what you want to do in life. You're tired of where you're at. So you could literally be from Austin, Texas. You could be from Texas. You could be from somewhere that you're tired of where you're at and you want a shift, you want a change in your life. And for some of you guys do come from um, a home where you had, traumatic experiences with your mother or some type of mother figure, someone that raised you as a mother. And this person really causes a lot of stress even to this day. Some of you guys might deal with, some post traumatic disorder, unfortunately, because of that living experience with a mother figure or your actual mother. So another thing is you guys may want to get into fashion. You may want to be into modeling, because there were two supermodels in the dream. Tyra Banks and Cindy Crawford were in the dream. I know Dennis Rodman is an athlete, but I was getting more of the fashion aspect of him. So something was heavy and big on fashion. And for some of you, you do desire to travel internationally, or you're looking to travel for business or for work, or you want to travel, you want to see the world, or it's like you do envision yourself being international as far as your career goes or your business. So you're kind of just doing what you got to do to survive, but that's not really what you want. Some of you guys may feel a bit ashamed of yourself. So the I don't know what the silver lining is in the message other than to let you know that obviously God understands your position and what you're going through. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been mentioned through another vessel to you. You know what I'm saying? Like for you to sit and hear the message, it has to be something that was meant to be heard for whoever it's meant for, and not to be discouraged nor despaired, because it's not the end. And that's kind of what I felt from the girl. Was like she was kind of just like in this place of despair where she really felt like maybe this is just it, and that's not true. That's not the case at all. So yeah, whoever this is for, I send you peace, I send you healing. I hope that this message clicks with whoever's meant to click with, and know that you're being heard, you're not being ignored, you're not being overlooked. You're not stuck. Even though it may feel like you're stuck in where you are, there is a solution to whatever you're experiencing at this time. And I would say for those of you that are not happy with what you're doing for a living, or you kind of just feel like you're forced, we got to do what we got to do. Sometimes if we're not meant to do certain things, it will be blocked. So if you're not meant to work a 9 to 5, whether it be just a temporary time or still to figure out what you really actually want to do and put forth the energy towards that, or it's not meant for you at all to do that, or you got to open up your options, okay, to what do you really want? Don't limit yourself to that. But I would say sit in that, that space between you and to meditate and reflect on that a little bit more, like to reveal to you, okay, what am I supposed to be doing at this time? And really, be at peace until you know that you've received that clarity, you received that answer, that knowing, if that makes sense. Okay, I made the right decision, or I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, or I'm not supposed to be doing this, or whatever. Get that clarity and get that peace of understanding where you're supposed to be. So much love as always. Be blessed, be safe, take care, and I'll catch you guys when I do. Peace.